The Hungarian Grand Prix delivered one of the most shocking results of the 2025 Formula One season, but not for the reasons you might expect. While Fernando Alonso secured his best finish of the year with 5th place, the Spanish driver left the Hungaroring more concerned than celebratory. Red Bull's weekend turned into a nightmare as Liam Lawson finished ahead of Max Verstappen in a Racing Bulls car, brutally exposing the reigning champion's struggles. Gabriel Bortoleto continued his meteoric rise with 6th place, marking his 3rd points finish in 4 races. The Aston Martin duo of Fernando Alonso and Lance Stroll flanked Bortoleto in 5th and 7th respectively, delivering the team's strongest performance since the season began. For most of the 2025 F1 season, Aston Martin have been struggling at the back of the grid with minimal chance of scoring points. Alonso has secured 6 points finishes in 7 races, while Stroll has reached the points in 2 of the last 3 races. The Hungarian Grand Prix represented a dramatic turnaround that even surprised the team's most experienced driver. Alonso's race strategy centered on extreme tire management during his opening stint on the medium compound. After Lando Norris overtook him at the start of the 3rd lap, Alonso deliberately reduced his pace by over a second per lap compared to the McLaren driver ahead. This tactical decision aimed to make a one-stop strategy feasible while preventing Gabriel Bortoleto in the Sauber from mounting any serious attack from behind. The Spaniard has earned recognition throughout his career as a master of defensive driving, often referred to as the Minister of Defense. His ability to manage his position while controlling the race behind him proved crucial in Hungary. Alonso finally switched to hard tyres at the end of lap 32, rejoining the race in 5th place behind Max Verstappen's Red Bull. Verstappen made his 2nd pit stop on lap 48, emerging in 9th place behind Liam Lawson with fresher tyres. Race engineer Andrew Vizard encouraged Alonso to increase his power unit output due to concerns that Verstappen might catch him before the race concluded. However, Alonso chose to save his power boost for a potential final battle with the Red Bull driver. As Alonso crossed the finish line, his radio message captured the moment perfectly. "Beautiful, beautiful, 16 points, isn't it?" His race engineer Vizard responded with humor. "Good at driving, good at maths." Alonso replied, "Nice way to go into the summer, absolutely. Thank you guys. We need 4 or 5 of those ones." The 16-point haul propelled Aston Martin from 8th to 6th in the Constructors' Championship, representing their most successful weekend of the season. However, Alonso's post-race comments revealed underlying concerns about the team's sudden competitiveness. "It is a surprise. Definitely, it is a surprise. It's a nice surprise. The good thing is that we were competitive and we were fast. The concerning thing is that we don't know why," Alonso explained to reporters. "We need this week at the factory before the mandatory summer shutdown to analyze exactly what are the differences between Spa and Hungary. What are the differences on the car as well, on the setup, on the aero devices that we were racing with." The performance disparity between consecutive race weekends highlighted Aston Martin's puzzling situation. At Spa-Francorchamps, one of the lowest downforce circuits on the calendar, Aston Martin locked out the back row of the grid. 1 week later in Hungary, one of the highest downforce circuits, they secured the 3rd row lockout in qualifying. Alonso identified the new front wing as a potential explanation for their improved performance. "Obviously, the main thing for us was the front wing that was new this weekend. If that front wing gives us that much performance, that's very good news. But I think that has to be understood at the moment." The team's inability to explain their sudden competitiveness creates significant challenges for upcoming races. When Formula One returns for the Dutch Grand Prix on August 31st at Zandvoort, Aston Martin will hope their high downforce performance translates to the seaside circuit, despite not understanding the underlying reasons. Beyond on-track performance, Aston Martin made headlines for their complete boycott of Sky Germany throughout the Hungarian Grand Prix weekend. The team refused all interview requests, including a specific arrangement with trackside engineer Mike Crack that Sky Germany had attempted to schedule. Ralf Schumacher, Sky Germany's controversial pundit, has repeatedly criticized Lance Stroll and the AMR25 car throughout the season. Recent comments included personal attacks on Stroll's upbringing, crossing professional boundaries that Aston Martin management found unacceptable. Schumacher has established a pattern of creating unfounded rumors and offering criticism without factual support. This boycott follows similar actions by other teams against Sky Germany. Günther Steiner refused to speak with the channel for almost a year due to extreme criticism from Ralf Schumacher regarding Haas's handling of Mick Schumacher. Christian Horner also suspended interviews with Sky Germany for an extended period. Sky Germany representatives Schumacher and presenter Peter Hardenacker addressed the boycott during their Budapest coverage. "I know they're not giving us any more interviews because they don't like us that much at the moment," Schumacher explained. Hardenacker added, "We were a bit too critical of the people at Aston Martin." This response falls far short of a genuine apology and unlikely to satisfy Lawrence Stroll, Aston Martin's owner. The team's decision to boycott Sky Germany sends a clear message about media accountability and professional standards in Formula One coverage. Aston Martin also resolved a significant legal dispute involving their new chief technical officer, Enrico Cardile. The Italian, formerly Ferrari's chassis technical director, signed with Aston Martin last summer, but Ferrari initiated legal action to prevent him from starting work. The resolution of Enrico Cardile's legal dispute represents a crucial milestone in Aston Martin's ambitious restructuring project ahead of the 2026 Formula One regulation changes. Cardile, who previously served as Ferrari's chassis technical director, brings invaluable experience from one of Formula One's most successful teams to Silverstone. His expertise in chassis development and aerodynamics will prove essential as Aston Martin prepares for the most significant technical regulation overhaul in recent Formula One history. The legal battle with Ferrari likely involves substantial financial compensation, as is typical when top-tier technical personnel move between competing teams. Ferrari's determination to prevent Cardile's departure demonstrates his value and the competitive advantage he represents. His delayed arrival has cost Aston Martin precious development time, particularly crucial given the complexity of the 2026 regulations that will fundamentally alter car design philosophy. Adrian Newey's involvement elevates Aston Martin's technical ambitions to championship level. Widely regarded as Formula One's greatest aerodynamicist, Newey has designed championship-winning cars for Williams, McLaren and Red Bull throughout his illustrious career. His departure from Red Bull in 2024 and subsequent arrival at Aston Martin represents one of the most significant personnel moves in modern Formula One history. Newey's leadership of the 2026 car project provides Aston Martin with unparalleled design expertise. His innovative approach to aerodynamics and chassis integration has consistently produced competitive machinery across multiple regulation cycles. The combination of Newey's design genius and Cardile's technical execution creates a formidable partnership that rivals any team on the grid. The Honda engine partnership adds another critical component to Aston Martin's championship puzzle. Unlike customer relationships with other manufacturers, Honda will develop engines specifically tailored to Aston Martin's chassis requirements. This bespoke approach allows for optimal integration between power units and chassis, maximizing performance potential under the 2026 regulations. The 2026 regulation changes introduce new power unit specifications, altered aerodynamic packages, and revised technical restrictions that will reset competitive hierarchies across the grid. Teams with strong technical foundations and innovative design approaches will gain significant advantages, making Aston Martin's investment in top-tier personnel strategically vital. Despite preparation challenges caused by delayed personnel arrivals and facility construction timelines, Aston Martin now possesses the necessary ingredients for sustained success. The combination of Newey's design leadership, Cardile's technical expertise, Honda's customized power units, and substantial financial backing creates a foundation capable of challenging for championships. The 2026 regulation reset offers Aston Martin an unprecedented opportunity to establish themselves among Formula One's elite teams, transforming from midfield competitors into genuine championship contenders through strategic investments in personnel and technology.